guys, so I thought I'd just do a quick impromptu video on the Scag mower, just so you guys know how it's doing so far. So far it's been great. I mean, I've had it since December and I've gone through pretty much the entire summer with it, and it's done a great job for me. There's a couple things that I don't like about it, and I wanted to point those out to you. But other than that, you know, they're kind of minor things, so it's nothing too major. At least not for me, it's not. Let me show you what I've got going on here and kind of the things that I don't like about it. Everything else, it's a great mower. So let me flip you around here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's our dog Bella. She wanted to be on camera. So anyway, excuse the noise in the background there. My neighbor, he's getting a little mowing in over there. Okay, so what do I not like about this mower? One of the big things that I don't like about it is the placement of the oil filter. If you have one of these, I'm sure you know that it is not in the most conducive place to get to in the world. If you look right through here, you'll see it's right there. And I've seen some YouTubers talk about they remove the oil spout to get to it, which probably would make it a lot easier, but to me it seems like they could have done a much better job of placing this in a location where it'd be easier to get to. I can't really get my oil wrenches on it very well to get it off, so basically it's all hand done for the most part, which is not terrible because I'm able to tighten it down with my hand, and that's good enough. But that's one of the things that I really don't like, is that when I go to change the oil, getting to that is it's tough to do. The other thing that doesn't excite me is the lap bar here. The lap bar, as far as the lap bar comfort itself goes, it's fine. The padding on it's pretty thick. But what I don't like about it is, I'm sure some of you guys like to use the pedal here to lower or raise the deck up from time to time when you're coming across an obstacle and you just need to raise the deck up a little bit. The problem that I have is when the lap bar is down like this, I don't know if it's just me or just my legs are longer, but when I go to push this up, my knee always hits this lap bar, and so I have to like maneuver my knee a little bit to get around it so I can raise the deck up enough to go over an obstacle or avoid an obstacle or whatever. One of the other things that I'm not too thrilled about with the mower, now keep in mind that these two things that I pointed out here are very minor. It does have 2 gas tanks, which is great, even though as just a homeowner, I don't use this for any kind of commercial use or anything like that. I'm just a homeowner. It has 2 gas tanks. I rarely use this gas tank. I only use it every so often just to get used into it. But the gas gauges work on it. They've worked all season, haven't had any problems with those. The Tiger Eye has been great. Haven't had any issues with it at all. Other than, you know, the few things that I've pointed out that I don't like about it, it's perfect for me. The engine on it is the FT730V EFI engine, and it's supposed to have about 26 horsepower. It's been a great engine, to be honest with you. My guess is, or my thought is, just from what I've been able to find on it, is kind of a cross between the more pro FT or FX series engines and maybe a homeowner grade engine, so it's something between the two. So you don't have the big canister here sticking up from the engine like you do with the FX engines. This right here houses the filter, the air filter, and it's very simple to get off. There's just 2 tabs here you turn, and this compartment comes off, and you can get access to the filter. Filter is decent size. It's got like a little pre-filter around the filter. It gets pretty dirty if you're in dusty conditions, and if you're in Florida, you know how dusty it can get, and it does get very dusty here, that's for sure. Another thing I'll point out too, I see a lot of people that like to take off the deflector, and or at least keep it up. And I like to keep it up as well because I like the way it disperses the grass with it up. But I wanted to keep it on there in case every now and then. I do have to mow my mother's yard, and she has a much tighter space than we do. We have about 2.5 acres out here on our property, and I just like to leave it open because I don't have to worry about rocks flying up anywhere and hitting anything. But on her property, I do let it down and keep it down just because the houses are so close and there's lots of little sticks and limbs in there that could get thrown up into a window, and I don't want that to happen. So this little block of wood, amazingly, has stayed and kept this thing up. It doesn't fall off, and it actually came with the mower. And I just use it all the time. I just leave it on there, and then whenever I need to let it down, I'll take it out and just lower down the deflector, and it works great. That's it, guys. I just wanted to give you a brief update on this. I've had it, since December, and it's probably a good time to do a good review on it. It just does what it's supposed to. If you're a commercial guy, I'm sure this would be just fine for you. If you're a homeowner that has a large piece of property, this would be great for you. I don't know if you would necessarily need the FX engine. This is a 61-inch deck. I'm sure you guys know that from some other videos if you've seen those. But it's a great mower. I have had zero issues with it. Nothing has happened with it. It's just worked. Starts up every time. The engine runs well. You can go through some very thick stuff with it, and you can hear the engine start to bog down a little bit, and then you can hear it kick itself up when it knows it needs more power. So it's been doing great, guys. I can't complain about it, and I would definitely recommend it. Okay, guys, so that's it. I'm going to insert some video footage in here right now so you can see me mowing with this. The video footage that I've had before, the mowing wasn't really showing you much because basically that was closer to the beginning of spring and we didn't have a lot of grass to mow at that time. But we do now. We've had plenty of rain, and as you can probably see, I've already mowed, but I did get a little bit of footage of it to show you how it does and how it disperses the grass, and it does a great job of doing that. So I'm going to insert some footage right after this and you'll see what it looks like. But let me know what you guys think. Do you have one of these, and what do you think of it? What do you think of the engine? Is the FT engine working for you, or do you rather have the FX engine? Do you have the 61-inch or do you have the 52? I think the 52s come with the FX engine that's like a 22 horsepower, which is probably fine. I mean, it probably cuts just as well as this thing does. But let me know what you guys have, and I'd be interested to know. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later.